shit.
Check this out.
Perfect.
Champion eyes, get back up. My spirit cries.
But you're a well-rounded warrior. You keep on fighting. That's what I am. Well-rounded warrior. I say for me, I've been passed over with my family, my fans, so-called family, some so-called family members, some friends, and etc. Pass over me. They feel that I'm not even there. And I used to settle as I'm gonna prove something to you. Nah. That I have to understand when I get older is what I am. And I have to understand that when I'm moving of a certain space of my life, to strive to do better, not that many people is going to understand your vision. Not many people is refused to understand the growth of your vision, of your self-vision. The growth of your vision help some.
You ain't lying.
Together. Welcome to my channel, The Underrated Doctors. Yours truly, the #1 grinder, one of the best kept secrets on social media. We got brother NT in the building, so we're gonna wait for him to come. Check your email, brother. The link is right there. Or you want me to? I could put it in there so you can come straight in. So let me know. This is Chop Up with brother NT. Supposed to be last night, but things happened, and so we at it again. So chop it up with me on the Darkness Roundtable, and he gonna also ask me questions about me too. So we gonna wait for the one and only brother NT. I want you to go check out. He did a fire live this morning. I want you to go check that out. I can say he's one of the few brothers in this space that are doing things and help people to grow their channel and stuff like that. And he the one, the purge. So we waiting for brother NT to come in the building. So, but while we waiting here, brother NT get here, you know. I was told about this years ago, how people should conduct themselves when you do content. Now, there's people say you cannot tell me what to do. Yeah, that is true, but there has to be a certain integrity. There has to be a certain standard that you set for yourself. Trust me, I made mistakes too, and I had to correct it. Trust me. It was no easy journey for me. Was it? It was not an easy journey for me. So just had to. We gotta do better, family. Just gotta do better. Just crazy out here. So we wait for Brother T. Let me get these announcements out the way. Okay. Auntie. Okay. Okay. Stay right there. I'm gonna send the link through the hold on, I'm gonna send the link through the chat. I'm gonna send the link through the chat. I'm sending the link through the chat. I don't know why I keep on doing it. This is for Auntie, y'all. This is for Auntie. Not nobody else. This is for Auntie. Maybe I should send it again. Let's see. Okay. Hold on. Get this. There he is. Sorry for the inconvenience, bro. We good. You can hear me? Hello?
All right,
Okay.
I got audio now. I can.
I'm good. How you
What's
feel?
going on, bro? Life is good. Life is good. Long morning.
Yeah, yeah, I see. Yeah, long morning and everything. And thanks for the live that you did this morning. It was very, very information,
Yeah.
info that we need to hear. You know, and it goes before we start the chop, but before I want to get the announcements, do announcements after that, and then we're gonna get going. And while I was telling people why we was trying to get on about you and everything, that I'm saying for me, I appreciate you, what you bring it to the table in the space, and we needed that. We need to learn how to market because a lot of us think we know how to market, market to space, but we don't. And so it's nothing wrong to ask for information to better your channel, to make money off it, and everything else. So I just want to let you know, thank you. Really appreciate that, and I do respect what you're doing. And so not just that, but other things that you bring in, and that you give it, let us know that this is how you operate professionally.
Mm.
And a lot of people fail to understand that. They know, oh, I could just pick. No, you cannot pick anybody, especially you deal with the brand and stuff. So you got to pick people that work in the course, working together, and make sure the information out there that is solid.
Mm.
And I think that sometimes us as content creators, we miss the point because it's all about the super chat. It's all about this. I'm not saying nothing wrong with that, but sometimes you got to get back. You got to know. You got to know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, it doesn't make you a small person. It doesn't make you a dummy. It just make you a smart person because you want to strive to get better. And I think I feel that's the key. That when y'all gonna hear with me and brother Antigo Chopper, Antigo gonna ask questions about me too. He is, but I'm just want to let people know that when I start asking questions, if y'all, I'm letting you know right now. When I said, Auntie, you want to entertain questions? He said yes. When it's the time, I go look at the question. If the question is not in accordance of what this chop up is, I'm not answering it. I'm letting you know right now.
Hmm.
So please think what you're going to get ready to put, right? I'm just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. Okay, but welcome, my brother. And let me
Nah,
get
man, I appreciate you having me up, man. Thank you. Um, yeah, most definitely.
yeah, you know. So let me get the announcement away. Welcome to the underrated one family. That IT is part of it. Welcome to the mighty LDBC that stands for Lions Den boxing community, also basketball community. Brother Tom is a long time ago from Cali introduced me to the family, and brother of 7A Sports TV. He's the general of it. He the one headed and everything, and I've been I'm introduced. So he introduced me to Ticket TV, Black Fight Fan, and everybody else. And I've been part of that family for years. So shout out for them. Also, shout out to the hashtag TWT family. That's brother Gab and also his other half, sister Kwee. And they also have a great movement going through here. So we got that out the way. And again, welcome brother Auntie to the building. This is it's an honor for me to have you over here because you know I've been trying to get you. I've been trying to get you, but you be busy, so I was let me be patient. But it's an honor. It really is an honor. You know, you bless us over here and stuff like that. So again, gonna let people know he will ask me questions. I will let y'all know when's a good time to ask questions with AT, but let us get this going on and stuff like that. LaShawn Jefferson, thank you. Bonnie Rose, thank you. If I don't get to y'all, it doesn't mean that I forgot about y'all. I just want to concentrate on this chopper and everything because I know he's a busy young man. So we want to make sure that his time is respected too. Now, brother Ant, now tell us before I ask you about it, tell us how you got into marketing.
Oh yeah. I actually had my own business.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I had my own business. It was just basic, debt consolidation management,
Mm-hmm.
and just marketing a business was one of the things that I realized I needed help with,
Mm-hmm.
early. So I was kind of like self-taught, and I got a job at a firm, doing it kind of on the ground level, just learning a few things, and that was about 8 years ago. That was about 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, the company I'm working with now, I've been with them for about 6 years. One firm. I branched off. I worked with another company for a little bit. And ended up. I tried to do my own thing. And at the
Mm-hmm.
same time do a YouTube channel. And
Right.
I mean, it was coming along. It was coming along. But what ended up happening was I got a call. You know, I got a call asking my the original firm asking me to come back.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm doing now. So yeah, I specialize in digital marketing.
Okay.
Search engine optimization. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, because I was getting ready to ask you that too. Good morning.
yeah.
But I'm glad that
But
I'm glad you
I
no
try to
that.
be well. I try to be well versed in
Mm-hmm.
as many aspects of marketing as possible. The same way because I'm capable of dealing. I kind of deal with any business model for the most part. I try to be well versed in different industries as well.
Got you.
The different industries, different sectors, different subsectors.
That's good. Now, tell the people, tell us that especially us as a people, why it's so important that we market in the right way for our brand.
Mhm.
Because I asked that question, brother Nt, because I've been at this for a long time, and then I'll be constantly making changes, and I find out that change is always good, but the transitional part, that's the hard part because people see you could change, but you in the transition within the change. That's when you could really see the growth. So tell us why it's so important that tradition interchanges for more important why you need marketing, please.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it just is what it is. If you're good at what you do,
Mhm.
then you should really just have to focus on that. Okay. Now, unfortunately, well, actually, I believe fortunately, because this is one of the reasons why we're able to be paid. And if you're good enough at this, you can make a living. And if you're better at this, you can make a substantial living. And if you're really, really good at this game, you can help to make a living for yourself and a very good living for people around you. So the reason why it's important to market yourself, you're in a competitive industry. It's going to be very, very tough for you to focus on your craft and you appealing to certain audience demographics, paying attention to analytics, making sure the products are right. You know what I'm saying? Intellectual property is right in order. You're not breaking any laws, any guidelines. Your collaborations, your schedules are in order. A lot of those different things. So a lot of that, especially when you're in an industry like this one, where it's a lot of pretty much grassroots marketing of yourself. Like for the most part, we pretty much deal with other content creators and other channel holders. We don't deal with a customer base. You know what I'm saying? So we're trying to that's really when you break out and you slam this algorithm right here. As far as YouTube is concerned, when you actually get viewers rather than just other content creators that are supporting the other content creators. So basically, it's competitive. It's extremely competitive. So in order for you to focus on your craft to the part where you're going to be the best, you're just going to need somebody to market it. Like you're going to need somebody to market it, or you're going to have to know what you're doing as far as marketing yourself and your brand. It's almost like like a a boxer, for example. If he's in the gym and he's, what I'm saying, he's working, he's staying in shape, he's doing everything, he's breaking down film, he doesn't have time to promote a fight. Now some are gonna have that knack, what I'm saying, where they're gonna be able to help do the promotions and shit like that. You're gonna have your guys that are just good with the microphone, your Conor McGregor's, your Floyd Mayweather's, your Muhammad Ali's, guys like that are gonna be part of it, but there's always gonna be a need for a Don King or a Dana White or whatever. It's always, those guys are never gonna go out of style because they'll always be necessary.
Now, another question, then we're going to go into, let's say, with your family and stuff like that. Now, another question is that I want to ask you that tell us what people in this space doing wrong when they edit it, present their content, and how to go about putting it together.
Ooh. I mean, I really wouldn't say that people go wrong,
Okay.
with their content and different. I wouldn't say that. What I would say is that people don't necessarily do what's necessary for optimal results, if that makes sense. Because
Right.
the purpose of this is to kind of brand yourself, so you're gonna get out of it what you put into it. Sometimes you'll get a little lucky, based on who you're working with, who you're associated with, affiliated with, or you'll just have the right video at the right time and the right person will share it and boom, you're viral. That'll happen too. But for the most part, most of us, 97, 98% of us are going to have to put some work in. They're going to have to put some time in. So as far as, people going wrong, I don't really think, I mean, if you're just doing this part time, that's all you need is a cell phone and a connection with your audience. I think if I had to say people were going wrong, I would say that's where they're lacking. They're not going out of their way to make a special connection with their audience.
Right.
Yeah, I would say that.
Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, get the family. Mother, father living?
My mother is, my father passed.
Oh, sorry. Our condolences. We're gonna dedicate. This is what I'm gonna do before we continue. We're gonna dedicate this live to your late father. That's what we're gonna do.
All right.
We're gonna do it like that. Do it like that. Any brothers and sisters?
Yeah. I have two younger brothers and a younger sister.
Okay. Cool. That's all right. That's all right. Now, I'm not gonna put it up there, but I know you live somewhere in the South, right? We're gonna leave it like that. We live somewhere in the South. And I heard you're originally from New York. Am I correct?
That's correct.
That's correct. All right. Can you tell us of your upbringing in New York, please?
I lived on Long Island. From up through my teens. Of course, I used to be back and forth because I had family, in Brooklyn and Queens, in the city. But I lived there when I was very, very young, but spent a lot of time in the boroughs. Um, and then I finished high school, you know, right where I am. So people, for the most part, know where I am. I'm in South Florida, so
Okay,
that's
nah, I just want to
yeah.
show you, give you that respect, brother.
But yeah, yeah, and I've been here since, so that's more than half my life now.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know that part. Okay, now by you living in South Florida and everything, what's the changes from New York to Florida? What's the difference? What's the
Okay, so
atmosphere?
the weather, the weather, just the fact that most people aren't in such a rush. It's a lot more relaxed pace. Um,
Mhm.
I it's an advantage for somebody like me. I know it's tough on a lot of other New Yorkers to transition down here. Luckily for me, I wasn't a fully grown man, so I didn't have to deal with the hustle and bustle of just grown man life. So
Mhm.
I kind of already had that, what was in me as a kid that just does things at his leisure, and then just kind of, being down here. It's enough get up and go, but I still know how to sit back and watch the water. You know?
Good, that's good. So, well, I know for me being in Virginia for what's that, about 11 years? Yeah, 11 years. That there is a change. There's a certain slowness. The living is hey, I could tell you sometimes in November, December be 85, 90 degrees. You can barbecue. It's different. You guys, it's different in New York. It's like four seasons. I had to like really like get used to that, but but like in April, sometimes in April would be like, it's a funny month, as you know. Sometimes I be dressed as like this. Go take care of what I need to do, come back, sometimes get hot and everything. So that is true. That is true with everything. Now, oh yeah, I'm gonna ask you a question. Auntie, how long could you stay?
What do you mean?
How long you could be on here?
Yeah, I can give it about an hour or so.
Okay, cool. Okay, good. Okay, I'm gonna let you know, family in the chat. Within the 30-minute mark, I'm gonna ask y'all to put questions in. Within the 30-minute mark, I'm gonna ask you to put questions in, but I'm gonna let you know, all right? So stay tuned for that and everything. And brother Auntie gonna ask questions about me, so don't hold tight and everything. Now, the thing about I noticed that I know you went with the Knicks like I am and everything. Um, what you see from the Knicks? From the past even to the present.
Yeah, I mean, look, as far as the Knicks are concerned, I mean, I know I grew up watching the Knicks in the '90s. Have been a fan. What I'm saying, since the Knicks in the '90s. Um, that's it. I mean, it's that's not the case anymore. That's not the front office that they have. I got faith in the front office we got now. I'm pretty sure they'll figure it out. That's it. No, I'm not optimistic. I'm not pessimistic. I'm just sitting back and watching. All I can do is, as a fan, I understand that that's all I can really do is be a fan.
Right.
That's it. And I wish more New York Knicks fans would be like that, because you got like Knicks fans gotta understand the power that they have, because it's such a huge market. So as soon as somebody has a bad game, or what I'm saying, whatever, just not so good part of the season, don't be calling for people to get fired and traded every what I'm saying, every 6 days. It's just that puts pressure on that franchise in particular. That particular franchise, it puts a lot of pressure on them when the media comes down hard on them.
Right.
And when they get to the point where it's okay, they're talking, it's his job or it's mine. You know, so people start getting fired and people start getting traded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what there any other teams in New York that you roll with?
Yeah, the Giants and the Yankees.
Well, I'm a New York. Well, yeah, I'm a York. I support all of them. No matter
Yeah.
what it is I do, I support all of them and everything is. But I want to ask you this question, brother Ant. As you say, you come from Long Island and everything else, And I salute you with that because I've never asked the question because in my lifetime I've been to Long Island a few times, and there's some people say that Long Island is a boring place, you know, nothing but mafia and everything. And well, I mean, what I know, it's not like that. It's to me, it's home. It's still New York, and because I used to have family out there. I used to have family in Freeport. I used to have people. I used to have family in Elmont and stuff. They moved back to Brooklyn, but you know, tell the people what Long Island really means. What it really means to you, because there's a disturbing step that Long Island is. You know, you got to be careful because you get along around with something going to happen to you. It's hood and all like that. So tell people, you know, when
Well,
you
I
was
mean,
coming.
look, it wasn't like that when I was there. Of course, there's some
Mhm.
bad parts of every place, you
Right.
could possibly be, but for the most part, Long Island to me growing up, that shit was like a sitcom. Um, like when you watch some sitcoms and shit that I remember from the '80s and shit, it was
Yeah.
like that. That's what it was. Everybody's house was like there was some show on TV that was just like it. And believe it or not, a lot of them damn sitcoms and stuff were based on some family from Long Island or something. Often, you know, often.
Okay. So now, the Giants. Think about Giants.
I mean, we just why. I mean, hey, it's football, bro. Any given Sunday, it's important that they get off to a good start, win the division, hopefully win the division. Um, try to get some home games. That's it. Try to get some home games. Get to the playoffs and just march.
Yeah.
You know.
So wow. So anything you want to ask me, or I keep on going.
No, I really did. Bro, I didn't have too many questions for you. You know,
Okay.
I didn't have. I really didn't. I know it's probably a transition with you, coming from New York to Virginia. But if you can tell me what your opinion is of what's going on in the space, because I know people, and I'm going to kind of go on a little soliloquy here before, but don't forget that question. Um, People are like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Ant's going at this one, Ant's going at that one, Ant's going at this one. Like, I'm like, yo, I'm pretty direct with my shots. I'm not throwing shots at anybody in particular. I really personally don't care about people's content. I'm like, yo, if you've got something that's contrary to what I'm saying, I think we're pretty good for each other. You know what I'm saying? It's necessary to have two sides of the same coin if we can both make valid arguments. People tune into debate competitions all of the time. So if we got to do stream for stream and then confront each other on some respectful stuff, I'm cool with that. Um, but when I say like, I I felt as though the the people in the space are not doing just what you asked me earlier. And I'm not saying they have to ask me, but they're not asking themselves what can I do
Mhm.
better. I don't think they're looking at their analytics and saying, you know what, these are the numbers. Hmm, what
Yeah.
can I do to sway them this way? What can I do to keep them from dipping this way? But what do you think about what's going on as far as the space is concerned, the message? Um, and it doesn't have to be like a Black Manosphere thing, just
Right.
for whatever you think.
Well, I said for me, I could say it's mixed, but I feel the space could be better. I think we do have people in here that give out great message and they have the action with it, but we don't promote them. Not saying you, not saying you at all. And you know the ones I'm talking about because you're meeting with them too. And so for me, listen, like you do the purge, right? Purge entertaining. So the way I look at it like this, it's an educational for me. I'm just saying for me, what I'm seeing. It's an educational entertaining when antique do it. And and sometimes you need that. You need to expose some people that are a bunch of fuck ups. That do, they bunch of fuck ups. I'm being honest. I meant to say that to you. They bunch of fuck ups. So they say, well, you come up there, you volunteered, you got caught in a lie. So present, all right, get yours off, but just understand what you're saying is what it is. So for me, outside looking at, so I just be looking like this, like, mhm. Thank you, Auntie. Let me know he or she is. I do, and so go. I ain't walking away from the question, but my thing is that I've been in this space for a long time. I see people comes and goes, and there's to me there's not enough. There's not enough. What's that word? Diverse to me in this space. It's not enough. And then whatever diversity we have, we not promoting it. Like I said, you got Big Duke, fourth quarter talk. He talk about health. Man, till you know you've been on there a few times and stuff, that he should be pushed. But see, when we talk about, oh no, see, I put me as an example. Big Duke said, you will put you under me. I talk about different things. I'm not complaining or nothing, but it's what it is, what it is. I ain't get pushed. So, and even like you got She Stay Sleep too. You got Bonnie Rose, and you got other channels that are doing great things, but it's not being pushed. And I'm not saying that but they got to do it for themselves. Yeah, they is doing it for themselves, but you got to acknowledge great content because he sometimes they talk about their life, sometimes they put things together. Anthony as a content creator, it's not easy. People think it is being a content creator because I said for me, I pray, I see what I'm going to talk about, I get my points, I write it out, or sometimes I brainstorm it and everything. Then it takes me time to get the title out. Then put it together, tags and all that. It's not easy, family. You know what I'm talking about. And anybody that do content, create content, it's not easy because you're challenging yourselves. You got to make sure that whoever ones that if you have a panel discussion or you have in the chat, you got to make sure that that's connected together, and you got to navigate all through that too. Then you're gonna have some knuckleheads, so it's a lot. So say for me, I take pride in what I do, and I'm getting better and better, and I need improvement like everybody else. So, but this space is if you ain't rolling with this person, I ain't rolling with you. Or I'm gonna listen to this person because this person say certain such about you. Instead, you go to that person and say, "Is that's what really happened?" It's like people just want to follow. Just but what I see, there's some bunch of followers. They are like I'm gonna piggy off what you was talking, you and brother BMT and others talk about this morning. There's quite a few men that talk about women all the time. For what? For what? You know what I mean? Like at the same time, let's talk about us men to be better. I have these men talks. Let's talk about that because let the woman take care of the woman. Now, if a woman did something that is not right, yeah, you speak on it and drop it. Speak on it and drop it. But you don't have to talk about women all the time. And just as ladies, you don't have to talk about men all the time. So for me personally, it's sickening. It really is sickening. That's why as you know, I don't join panels. It's not like I'm afraid, no, but I handpick. I just can't. I just cannot deal with the nonsense. I cannot deal with mockery for years and years and years. What I see, and the sad thing about some of our people still accept that because that's all they know. But it's better than that. You want to change? You want to change, right? Within yourself, right?
Mhm. Well,
That's
this is one of the things that that's a little tough. Like when I consult people, because depending, different people want to accomplish different things, and sometimes this shit can be kind of tough on me because I'm kind of in the game learning this one OJT. Like this is not something like for the most part. I've always kind of stayed away from marketing when it came to the entertainment business. I've done like nightlife. I used to manage a club, you know, so I've done that, but never entertainment, never anything that came to broadcasting, reaching people, and ratings. It was pretty much always something else. So one of the things that I noticed in this space, when I hear people speak, and I also consult people that are trying, they want to do numbers, they kind of want to come out of nowhere, and well, it never comes out of nowhere. It just seems like that to the naked eye, but they want to just overnight just do a bunch of numbers. And I mean, one thing that people have to do, I get it. You're not. It seems like you don't get pushed. And I'm not talking about you in particular. I'm talking about a
Right.
lot of people in this space. I mean,
Yes.
let's keep it real. You got gatekeepers. I'm gonna have to switch my ear device in a second. But yeah, you
Okay.
got gatekeepers. That shit just is what it is. There's nothing you can do about that. You know what I'm saying? There are some people that feel as though keeping themselves up here is just, you know what I'm saying? Keeping you down here is just a better way for them to keep their spot on top. You know,
Right.
um, they don't feel like, each one teach one. That's just what you're always going to deal with that. But the problem is when you see a wave or a current, or you see things starting to shift, or you see things about to shift, like you just see the pattern. You look at the analytics, you see the pattern. It's almost like charting the stock market. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you know something's coming. There's going to be a change.
Right.
Well, a lot of people try to swim against that current. They try to swim against the current, against the tide, and they say, "Look, I'm going to stick to my guns. This is what we want to talk about. This is the mission. Damn that." You know,
Mhm. Right.
instead of understanding that, look, nothing wrong with sticking to your guns, because I don't believe in selling out your morals for some views. It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? There's no
Right.
amount of money they really gonna pay you to sell your soul. But at
Yes.
some point, you got to put the medicine in the food. Like straight up, you're gonna have to put the medicine in the food. You have to put the medicine in the candy and make it taste like candy. And that's something that I think a lot of people don't understand. Instead of trying to tell the space or the audience what it is they should be listening to and what's best for them, well, give them what it is that they want and try to put what's best for them in there. You know? I mean, usually, movies, shows, they would always have that. There's going to be comedy, there's going to be ups, downs, and then there's going to be a moral to it at the end,
Yeah.
usually. You know? But you had to sit through the whole movie to kind of see that. So that was that was a direction that I came from. I didn't
Right.
try to tell the space what it should be. You know what I'm saying? I engaged in a few discussions, but I kind of just tried to just gauge the space of what it was and give it some of what it needed, what I thought it needed anyway. You know?
Okay. That's what's up. Yeah. I agree. I agree. I agree with that because you know I just say that because I said that because I can actually hear of some content they be saying for the last 3 or 4 years. Maybe they put it in a different sector, but I remember it's the same. There's no growth. I mean, sometimes I'd be like, he said it like 2018. Let me go back on a channel. What? So, but that's what it is, So enough of that and everything. So ask this question. Another 10 to 15 minutes. I'm gonna ask you to put your questions in the chat, but now I'm just letting you know. But let me ask you this question. About the purge. How do you decide create the purge in this space?
I'm sorry?
I
I'm having
said,
a. Okay, I can hear you.
okay.
And let me know if you're getting an echo on your end, because I
Hello?
just switched device. Yeah, I
I
just
hear
switched
yeah,
devices. If you're getting an echo when you
I hear
speak or something,
echo.
just let me know.
I hear echo.
Go ahead, I'm gonna throw these on.
All right. What about now? You hear me? Can you hear me?
All right, I should be able to hear you now, bro.
Okay, got
Yeah,
it. Okay. Now the question is how you develop the purge in this space.
yeah. That was actually a that was 100% organic. With that, it was just I just felt like that was something that the space needed. It was a good idea. I heard some people, around the space discussing like just, hey, whatever, effery is what, what I'm saying? Just letting people go there and cuss each other out. I saw people running up on each other, cussing each other out a lot. I saw people going stream for stream. And once it got to the point where, you tuning in to people's channels, you want to support them, and somebody that they were just cool with that you were supporting as well, now they beefing with them, they going at them. You know what I'm saying? I myself was guilty of it, so I felt like, to end the year, we felt like we everybody, in order for the space to move forward, they just needed like an entire weekend to just kind of, you know, just get it out your system. Everybody can confront each other, establish beef, squash beef, address beef. I knew that everybody wouldn't show up to it, but I just figured, I'm like, look, if you do show up and you get it off of your chest, keep the tab open. Maybe this person will address you back. Maybe y'all could clear some stuff up. Maybe y'all can just agree to disagree, whatever. We'll be up here for 2 days. Y'all can argue until y'all lose each other's voice. But just come Monday morning, that's it. It's over. If somebody doesn't pull up, so what? Doesn't matter what they have to say after this. They didn't want to confront you. Let's leave it at that. If they did pull up, 2 days should have been plenty for y'all to just go your separate ways at this point. Y'all said everything you wanted to each other. Like, what else can you? I'm not gonna stop you. So, that I thought that was, that was a good idea. Luckily, I had El Nixon, and PC Beautifully Animated to help me kind of plan that once I decided to do it. They helped me to plan it. They helped me to put it together, and that was that. It just it just got it just kept getting bigger.
You know, I'm glad you said it because the purge, right? I remember it was one time I was it was sometime last year. It was around. It was. I'll never forget. It was around. It was around my birthday because that was during the time um the um the miss she surprised me took me out of town for my birthday. Was it after my? No, I think it was no, it was a little after my birthday. And I remember that you played on Friday, and then I was listening to it and everything. And I
Mm.
remember that you went to bed, and you had somebody writing it. The Faith Factor. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Faith Factor. That's another channel I need to check out. And then when she said, "This Auntie," I said, "You know Auntie?" She said, "Yeah, you the one put me on Auntie. I like this. You know the purge. You know like this." She said, "Do you check?" I said, I check it out. Now, let me explain to people at the time. Now, this was during the time I was getting this channel back because I had the secondary channel, the number one grinder, Real Talk. That was my secondary channel because temporarily I lost that. That was by Google, but I ain't gonna get into that. But so I was working back on my channel. I was working to put back this channel correctly. So that was during that time. And so when I was listening, right, and I'll never forget that went out of town and we was listening and everything. I remember Al Nixon was up there. And I said, "What's up, Al Nixon?" He said, "Yeah, you out? Yeah, I'm out of town, You know what I'm saying?" And it's some just and then you came back because they said, "I don't like, the person running its purse and stuff like that." And I thought of, she said, "Why they say something like that?" I said, these people are evil, They just want to be first. And sometimes you don't have to be first of everything. Just appreciate what that person brings to the table. Just be a team player. And that's what, and I think in this space also too, that's lacking of team players.
Mm.
Like Auntie, the first did the poem, did the purge. I salute them. So I'm a team player. I salute that. That don't take nothing away from me, but it helps me a lot because
That's what I kind of, and there was a lot of things that were just built in to. I mean, the idea was organic, but there were a lot of things that were built in on
Right.
why, like when we were planning it, you know,
Right.
and things that we were going to work in, and okay, so this is going to solve this, and this is going to solve this, and this is going to solve this, or this is going to help with this, and this is going to help with this shouldn't hurt anything. So I mean, it was a I realized, like, look, people are going to be able to network with each other. People are going to be able to network with each other. People are going to be able to
Right.
come up. This was open, and I said that initially. I was like, this was open to everybody. I'm talking about all races. I didn't give a damn who you were, what content
Mhm.
creator you were, who you had issues with on whatever sector. You could come through. You know what I'm saying? So for
Right.
all I knew, a bunch of gamers were gonna come through and call out other gamers. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know. I didn't care. So I thought it was going to be a place where people can broaden their audience. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Also, the audience that watches me for the most part is going to be a pretty diverse audience. I kind of made sure of that when I came in,
Right.
was that I went to different areas. I went to women's channels, I went to men's channels, I went to balance channels. You know what I'm saying? And I tried to at least understand where people were coming from. So, my audience has pretty much always been a diverse audience, as far as talking points, demographics, all of that stuff. So I figured, people were gonna get to see people that they normally wouldn't see. You know,
Mhm.
people were gonna get to hear from people that they normally wouldn't hear from, and also people are gonna be able to see how somebody they do know interacts with somebody from other sectors with different talking points, and stuff like that. I knew there were gonna be dead spots in it. There were gonna be dead spots in it.
Mhm.
There, and I just I knew that at the end of it, most people were gonna say they had fun. I didn't even think about making money. I didn't think about gaining new subscribers. I swear I did not even think about that. You know what I'm saying? Because had I thought about that to begin with, I would have marketed it differently the first time. You know?
Right.
Yeah. I would have promoted it differently. But I thought that kind of just solved a lot of the issues that I thought that I saw in the space. I'm not saying that I saw every issue, but I just saw issues with people regarding, communication. Like, people just want to talk over each other and yell at each other and shit. Nobody really wants to do any listening ever. you know
Uh,
Ever. Everybody just, what I'm saying, people are too damn long-winded. People don't want to confront each other when they got issues with somebody, or they just don't like their content for the most part. you know and which is why a lot of things keep going. I'm sorry, keep going. A lot of times these be misunderstandings. Most of the time when you see these fallouts, it's from people that used to be cool. And a lot of this stuff pops off because somebody won't pick up the phone, or somebody won't send an email, or somebody won't click a link, or click a X, and just dip. So, hey, nobody wants to have that, those conversations. You hear a lot of men versus women, you hear a lot of women versus men, you hear a lot of, you know s- whatever the talk is, simps, mammies, whatever the fucking case may be. Everybody's going at each
yeah.
other for whatever reason, but what you don't see is you didn't see a lot of people having the conversation. You didn't see them having
Right.
the conversation with each other. You just heard a lot of echo chambers. You know, a lot
Yeah.
of echo chambers. So I just felt like people working together, it was just going to be
Uh,
more fun. It was just going to be so much more fun. You were going to see that, look, somebody that you don't necessarily agree with, because we see this all of the time, like all of the time when you watch movies and shit. Um, you see there's a character in there that you really don't like in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
as the movie progresses or whatever, you tend to like that character. You might admire their perseverance, their grit, their grind, their don't give a f. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is in their system, like, come on, how often does does the villain become your favorite character?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, so I figured, like, we all got that villain in us. When we be on here, like, we all kind of got that. That's why we open up panels. We're usually coming to challenge somebody or whatever the case may be. So, hey, allow everybody else to to understand your villain. Understand how you work, but you got to be able to come. I think somebody broke it down for the last part. They like, yo, you got to be able to play an away game. at some point. You got to be able to do that. So I thought it was just something that was good for the space. I didn't think about doing anything to promote myself at first. I really didn't think so. It was just something I thought that the space needed.
Okay. You ready to while we still continue to chop up. Like I say, you guys any questions about me if you want. Do you because I know you want to be here an hour and we don't want to keep you waiting. So do you ready to entertain questions right now?
Yeah. Um. Well, before I do, I kind of want
Okay.
to address a comment right here, because bro, I mean, yo, bro, you kind of like an open book, bro. You pretty clear as far as I know. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a good dude right here. He's punctual, always professional, always been supportive. I've never seen JT around any place where he wasn't supportive. And I get it. There's a lot of things in this space that piss him off, just like there's a lot of things that piss me off. But JT don't even really go around there. You know what I'm saying? If it pisses him off, he's like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep that energy over there. I'm sure he still see it. He still see it just like the rest of us do. But I don't see him trolling in chats. I don't see him coming up here on this platform getting pissed. Like he'll get pissed off sometimes, but he it's always in general terms. So I salute him on that. But this comment right here that Face said, like the purge is epic. It's in league with O'Shea's old Sunday Rumbles. So that's another thing that I can't really leave out. Like those are all things that gave me ideas for it as far as how it was gonna go. It's not like that shit was just out of the blue. Oh, we're just gonna go for 48 hours and we're gonna call it the purge. Um, because I knew that there were already Sunday rumbles and people were doing rumbles, so I knew that. So I felt like it was something that okay, you doing it, y'all did it on Sunday. We're gonna do it the whole weekend. So that I can't. I'm not just gonna call it a 2 day rumble. I'm gonna call it something else. Something else. So that was that, and the idea for like marathon streams past 12 hours had came from what I saw going on Bomb Cherry's channel. Like I remember being on a 70-hour long stream. Being part of a 70-hour long live stream on Bomb Cherries. So things like that kind of gave me the idea of how to format it. But yeah, the Sunday Rumbles, the Coliseum, um, of course, other people have Rumbles. You know, smoke shows. Disagreement day. Like like it's all been done. It's all been
Yeah.
done. So I don't want people to to think like ants. Like, oh, he think, man, we been doing. Hey, y'all been doing a version of it. I've been doing a version of it. I ain't gonna let y'all take all the credit, but I get it. For the most part, all of the concepts that are in there are not new. They're really not. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
no,
I'm
no,
not
no.
pretending like they are. But what I
Right.
did do was I themed it. You know, I gave it a theme. You know, and I tried to keep up with that theme. you know, and that was it. I didn't. Unlike the Rumbles, I didn't want just the big content creators there. I wanted
Right.
the audience to be able. I wanted the audience and the smaller content creators to be able to address whoever the hell they wanted to. And I also wanted larger content creators to be able to to show the audience why the hell they're larger content creators. Like yo, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a reason why I got all these followers and supporters and these people speaking on my name because I'll smoke all of you guys in the debate. You know, I respect that.
And I want to thank you for your compliment. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. You give me a compliment. And but let before I continue, Auntie did see me on my channel. Now I got upset. And Auntie actually got he just finished his live and he got on. He said, yo, Jay, what's going on? I said, yo, tired of these motherfuckers fuck with me. You know, I don't bother nobody. I ain't no punk. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you, the miss was here too. I said, y'all motherfuckers better fucking understand. Like years ago, what I used to do. Don't have me pop that fuck. And that's what she stayed sleep. He came up because me and she said we close. So that's one of the few brothers that reach us. So I'm a vet in this game. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to give me my props, but it's fine. Sister Nanny, how you doing? Keep up the good work. So for me, it's like that night, and as a brother, Auntie want to make sure brother JT, find some time these motherfuckers fucking with me. They don't want me to pop that fucking lock. And she states he knew what I'm talking about. He said, big bro, nah, leave my bro alone. Y'all don't want that. And so I just want to let you know I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because it
Bro.
was going down. It was going down that night. And that person was saying something. They was in the chat. I'm not gonna say your name because you a nobody. But I the Persian and all that stuff. I done that. Listen, y'all, I done that. I'm original with my shit, right? It's just that got sidetracked. This is what I used to do years ago, but I'm just saying that I just want to let you know I appreciate that, brother Anthony. I always want to let you know that.
I want to thank everybody that came through for coming through. Sister Nandy, Bayou Bunny, Brownie.
Appreciate that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? LaShawn, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Main event, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that came through. If I missed anybody, my bad. You know what I'm
saying? Hit that like button, hit my subscribe button. Because Sister Nanny, I always supported you. I'll come in like once in a while and check me out. Everybody, I know Bayou Bunny for a minute. She always been very supportive, Yeah, I calm down, but I have my moments. It be sometimes I be like this. Somebody I forgot to tell you this too. It was somebody said to talk about my channel. Say, yeah, your channel is trash. I'm like this. Okay. But why are you up here for? If it's trash, why you get the link? So that means my channel ain't on trash, right? So I use this and everything, but I appreciate the compliments and everybody, and I really appreciate that. Let me get the questions. Bronny Ellie, thanks for coming. Appreciate that. And the ones that come, please come back and everything, because I'm definitely going to have before I ask questions, brother Antti, I'm going to have an underrated men's talk. I'm going to call you through Instagram. I'm going to let you know because I want you to be part of it. Because I have an idea that I want to put it through and see what's up and everything. LaShawn, let me see. LaShawn, he asked a question. I hope that I pop up everything. But LaShawn said, wonder which villain is from DC Marvel. Hell, I don't know which supervillain I am. Is that a question? No, that ain't no question. I thought I see a question. Any questions y'all want to ask? Just put it in the chat. I will get to it. I will get to it and everything. So if I miss a question, put it back. It's not. I
mean, look, I understand that. I mean, I try to tell people like, look, my background in marketing does allow me a lot of information that most people might not have. I don't have a problem sharing information. I don't mind sharing information, but I can't give it all because a lot of it's just upstairs. Like it has to, if it doesn't just come out in normal conversation or whatever. That's why I'm trying to do more things on members only streams and stuff like that. Where I try to do things to help people with that. But at the end of the day, the rules are still pretty damn simple. You do what you love what you do. I try to tell people that don't focus on making money doing this. Don't.
Right.
Like, of course, when there's money involved, don't just be overlooking stuff. Understandable. If there's money involved, don't just overlook stuff. But if that's your primary focus, and this isn't just YouTube. I'm being real. It's not just YouTube. This is pretty much in life. If that's going to be your primary focus, you're probably not ever going to get what you want. Because that's not how money works. Money is a byproduct of actually being successful. Money it does not equal being successful. It comes from being successful, along with good relationships with people, usually a stable family life, a stable personal life, good finances, what I'm saying, just good habits, good health. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All of those that, like, if you try to be successful in all those other aspects of life, chances are you'll have money too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
saying? But the key is, brother T, you gotta want. If you want that money, you gotta go get it. Cause closed mouths do not get fucking fed.
Well,
Like,
I mean, I always try to tell people, don't go get money. Go do things to get you money.
right.
Like, you got to have a passion. If you don't enjoy it, I don't care what you do. Like, I think Kobe Bryant said this best. They asked him, like, when did you know it was time to retire? He was like, well, when I was younger, I used to be trying to do a lot of other things, and my mind would be focused on the game. And now, lately, I'm trying to focus on the game, and my mind be wandering to other shit. So he was like, that's when I realized it was time to retire. You just don't want to do it no more. You know what I'm saying? It's not your passion no more. So I can respect that. He went to the other shit he wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this is work for you, don't do it. You should be up here having a good time, enjoying it, enjoying the interaction with people. If you just like talking into a microphone, doing your content, then don't talk to people. Don't hit links. Don't hit panels. Don't open up panels and worry about what other people are doing. Just do your content and let your audience come. Let them handle that comment thread after you're done. But this is really what you make it. That's what I keep trying to tell people. You know what I'm saying? It's what you make it. So and literally, like, you can literally mold this however you want. So I know a lot of people might take it personally when I'm like, look, I'm playing a different game than you playing. They're like, oh, it's all about the money, it's all about the clicks than you. I'm like, nah, I'm just playing a totally different game. Like, do y'all understand how I can just kind of do what I want on here? Like, whatever I want, whenever I want. Like, I don't even have to be on here if I don't want to.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I got everything at my disposal. So why wouldn't I do it in a way in which it all works out for me?
Yeah,
and I would suggest other people do the same.
Right, exactly. Like for me, right? If I don't feel like going on, I'm not going on. If I don't feel it, I don't feel it. That's the way it is. So, I got another. It's a two-part question with a faith factor. Again, thank you. If I don't say everybody's name, excuse me, it's not my intent. I welcome everybody. Let me get this. Let me get a faith factor. She says a two-part question to the man on the panel. Who are your favorite male and female content creators? And if you were Marvel's supervillain, who you will be? You go first.
Okay, so with female content creators, I'm gonna plead the fifth. When it comes to female content creators, I'm just gonna plead the fifth on that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody need to know. You know what I'm saying? Nobody need to know who, because I might be partial with that choice anyway. Yeah. So I might have to analyze myself with that. But as far as male content creators, I don't even think he's still on YouTube. But what pretty much brought me around this space and in this algorithm to begin with was Chronicles of Judah 144.
Mm-hmm.
So that was something that I would say that I had more of that. And like I made sure it had its own, playlist. Yeah. Like I just really respected the way he delivered things and how he spoke, and he was really creating content out there. As far as a Marvel supervillain, who would I be? Let me think, because there's so many of them. There was good ones too. Yeah. That's deep. I guess it'd probably be Magneto. But would you consider him a super villain? Yeah.
I say for me, I'm being partial. One of my favorite male content creators, She Stay Sleep, because we came about the same time. We've been in wars together, and he always been right there to support me. That a lot of people had dropped me off, and he always been right there. And we always been we like this. So I said, so I'm part. So he's one of my favorites. And T's one of my favorites. Mace, one of my favorites.
Yeah. I guess the term LaShawn would be anti-hero. You know what I'm saying? Like anti-hero Magneto. If it was DC, I mean, it's Lex Luthor all day. We good. You know,
Yeah.
Lex Luthor.
Yeah. So let me see. Brother Go Professor, Brother Sheed, Big Duke, fourth quarter talk.
Yeah,
Women,
it's easy
women,
for
and
me to
women. I will plead
mention.
the fifth on that. Women, I'll plead the fifth.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying, and that ain't even to slight nobody or nothing.
No.
Yeah, but no, I mean I like Lex Luthor because Lex Luthor was like the villain version of Batman. You know,
Mhm.
no superpowers, rich as hell, just the brain. You know, the brain and its
Well,
connections and shit. And he wasn't even all built and jacked and knew how to fight and shit like that. I don't really remember Lex Luthor getting into no fights and stuff. It was pretty much all, he was just always ready. You know,
yeah, yeah.
he was usually
Well,
on offense. He ain't have to be on defense.
well, I say this like I don't know as a Marvel superhero, but I said Spawn. I said for me Spawn,
Yeah,
because that's me. There's a person that lost family and he trying to get it back. Always grind. That's me. So I said Spawn all day. And cause I don't run from nothing. So I'm like I like you know I you know I you know I you know in adversity. So I'm built for that. That's me. So Spawn.
yeah, yeah. I mean, look, my my thing as far as just content is concerned, one of the reasons why I said like I'm partial to Chronicles of Judah is before I did any of my own content,
Right.
or even engaged in panels. For the most part, that's what I listened to. It was a couple other dudes, that are still currently in this space, larger content creators that I was listening to. But for the most part, what I'm saying, I got a channel of my own, so I'm just like they weren't as influential, as that
Mhm.
person was. Um, for me, as far as just the hours upon hours that I probably listened to that content, just and then not just not even to use it as like as like R&D. It wasn't even for those purposes because most as a content creator, that's how I watch most of you guys. It's
Yeah.
I'm saying it's for support, so that I can support you, and it's for R&D, just research and development, and just kind of just understanding that you gotta be in it. Like you just gotta be in here around here and see what's going on. Um, his I was more so listening to it because it resonated.
That's what's up. There's a question. Let's see. Lasan Jefferson, shout out to you, brother. Lasan Jefferson says, which supervillain are you from DC or Marvel Comics? Was question.
Yeah, I had said I was like Lex Luthor all day.
Okay, you said
Um,
okay.
yeah, I guess I mean I'm saying Magneto, but I'm sure it'll probably be somebody else if I really, really went deep into it. It'll probably be somebody else
Yeah.
in Marvel.
Um. Yeah. I see when I was coming up, right. I used to watch cartoons. I used to know all Marvel comes, but when I got older, I was into basketball. So, my thing was basketball. I bounced the ball, Tonka toy I used to play, but I was the basketball. So Batman, all that, all that, but I used to know all Batman. There was reoccurrence, stuff like that. But I was always the basketball. I just want people to understand. I just like Spawn because Spawn was that's the first movie. Really, that's the first movie I went by myself to see. When Spawn was out.
Mhm.
That was the first one I went by myself.
Well, that's what's up.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
the
I
first.
always said just being in New York, and I remember the times when I would go to the city and shit, and that's just the
Mm-hmm.
girls. I'm like, yo, yeah, the coolest superhero to be would be Spider Man.
Oh yeah,
You
definitely.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
when you're trying to get around New York City, it's like, yeah, I'd rather just be Spider Man, bro.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
People be like, oh, why not Iron Man? I'm like, who the hell want to wear all that heavy shit? You
Right,
know?
in New York for what? Where? How you gonna
That's why I
carry all
said
this
I
heavy
was like,
shit?
if I can just zoop, 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 zoop,
Right,
zoop
exactly.
all around, like, yo.
People don't know. They like, wait, heavy stuff in New York. Where you
Yeah.
going? How you going to escape?
You know, so
Yeah,
I
you
was like, you
know.
know what I'm saying, when it come to New York City, like I'm like, yeah, Spider-Man would be the
Yeah,
coolest
yeah, yeah.
hero to be. You know,
I say Batman, but you know, ain't nothing cooler than Spider Man though.
you
Ain't nothing
know.
cooler than Spider Man though. Like you know, I like so. But any question that you want to ask, brother? Any question you want to ask,
No,
brother?
I mean that was pretty
Okay,
much that. Like, I mean, if you can,
okay.
I was just curious if you can gauge the temperature of the space, because I mean, look, I I don't know if I'm alone in this. I don't think so. I mean, more people have come to, and I'm like I said before, I don't tell people what type of content they should be doing. I can tell you what I would prefer to hear from you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? What I would prefer to hear, but I don't tell people what they should be doing, because they should be doing what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? What
Mhm.
makes them feel good, what they feel is right, and what they feel as though is a good product to give to their audience. And even if they make mistakes, people are allowed to make those. But I see a lot of people are kind of calling it out. You know what I'm saying? The bogus gender war debate. You know, the I think it's an imaginary gender war debate. You know, so I'm glad that people are getting away from it.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I'm gonna post your channel again in the
Yeah.
chat. This is the channel. I want you to go check them out and everything. Oh, let me say before we continue, anybody that wants me to do a chop up with, I will put my email in the chat. But I'm letting you know right now, if I don't know you that well, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not. If I don't know you that well, I'm not gonna do it. Or if you want to go through my channel, do not go through my channel at 30, 40, mixed with videos and live. You think, I want you to go through my channel because I want you to feel comfortable. So anybody that want me to do, matter of fact, bro, Value Bunny, I did a chop with Value Bunny too. It was went well, very well. That was like a few years ago. So she could tell you, but anybody that want me to do a chop up, you already know. Let me know. I will put my email in the chat in a few minutes and stuff like that. But let me ask you this question is do you have anything going to happen in your channel in the near future? And you got matter of fact, you have another channel.
Yeah.
Tell people about that channel, please.
Yeah, it's the Boiler Room. It doesn't have as many subs. We're working on the brand. Originally, it was supposed to be branded as just not a total opposite of the main channel, where it's pretty much anything goes. Free people run up on each other, cussing, all that other stuff. Still cussing everything, but for the most part, we ain't tolerating the BS. There ain't no trolling over there. And it was supposed to be a channel where, you know what I'm saying, like grown folks could have discussions, whether it be
Mm-hmm.
about, you know what I'm saying, business, sales, marketing, of course, you know what I'm saying, sex, relationships, all of that
Mm.
stuff. We're just gonna stay away from, you know what I'm saying, anything that was race specific. You know what I'm saying, race specific or gender specific. We always, you know what I'm saying, that like that one was primarily to be co-ed, but it turned into a just a channel that I just kind of drag and roast people on. That's what it turned into. And I don't want to give him shine as my main channel grew. I was like, okay, I don't even want to give y'all shine on this channel. I work too hard for it. So,
Yeah.
I'll give it to you there. But now we're working on the brand for the second channel. So right now it just serves as a backup currently.
Third backup. Yeah.
So it's
And
no real plans for that. In
third
the
backup.
next,
Okay.
I'd like to do something. If people can look out, I'd like to do something for Labor Day or through the month of September. We'd like to
Okay.
plan another event. I doubt that it'll be anything that's specific on my channel, but I do believe it's gonna take place with either one of the allies or affiliates or something like that we work with, because I believe that everybody with a YouTube channel should have their own signature event or series of events. You know, so if anything, if the purge, if people felt like they couldn't learn anything from a bunch of people just yelling at each other with some cool colors and shots on the screen and a damn siren,
Mhm.
just
Yes.
learn that like there's nothing wrong with branding your own signature event. Theme it,
Yeah.
give people something they can look forward to. I think, what I'm saying, I think every content creator, every channel holder should have that.
Yeah. And also on my channel, I do got series, and I got the underrated true life stories. I will bring it back sometime, maybe in the fall. But I'm looking for some people. I want to have fun. I'm just letting you know right now. If you want to know the other side of the grinder, years ago, you might get that on that series. But I'll let you know. I'm gonna let Auntie and other people know. Value Bunny, I want y'all to. But I got stories. I got motherfucking stories, motherfucker. Y'all gonna keep your motherfucking laugh. I'm letting you know right now. I got stories. I just don't tell it here. But I'll tell you on underrated true life stories. I think I'm up to 6, I believe. So I believe that. So this gonna be 7. But I'm gonna promote that. But I'll let you know more about that. But I'm gonna have some people on the panel and stuff to do that. So watch out for that. That's gonna be sometime in the fall and everything. Have some questions. Drop a few more questions before we end this and everything. Because I know AT got things he say want to be an hour. Um, so we want to over an hour and everything.
Yeah.
So we want to respect it. So if y'all get give and three more questions, then we're gonna have Ant make his last remarks, and I make my last remarks. We're gonna close it out as a family. Then we gonna so y'all can continue your day. If not, if not, well, we're gonna close this out. But I do have there's one question I want to ask. Matter of fact, are you into animals? Do you have animals live with you? Oh, you don't? I don't either. I can't do that. Nah, I have people that you want. Nah, I don't have no. You know why? I know why I don't want to have because my late father had this dog, and that I was the youngest at the time. Love that motherfucking dog like he more loved me, and that motherfucker bit me. He had to take me to the hospital. I was fine after that, and I said after that, I'm not dealing with no animals. I made my mind right then. I was 8. Nope, I ain't dealing with animals. Nope, I'm not watching no animals. Nope, nope, I don't know. So that was it. I ain't had no animals. Nope, and I could throughout the years. I could have animals. They was going to give me a dog. Well, we pay for everything. Nope. I don't want no dog. I don't want no cat. No, when I was married, when I was married, I had a cat. But that cat, no. Now after that, I'm not. Nope. I ain't doing nothing like this. Like that. So that's my story. That's my story. I don't even care. Do I think animals have a place in God's eyes? Yes, I do. But over here, meow, no, I'm not taking no. It's bad. I got to take it myself. Nah, no, then you want no. And I come from a family that had dogs and cats and all that. Not me, not me. But let me see. Any questions, y'all? Please put it in. Let me see. Oh, that's a comment. Okay, hey, I'm too old for bitter nasty and hell. When I was young, I didn't do. They told me we enemies. Bonnie Rose, Burial Bonnie. Okay. Well, let me go through the chat one more time because I do not want to miss anybody's questions. And that I don't want y'all to think that you're trying. Thanks for the comment, Mark event, Mark. Please just that's my LDBC fan right there. I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that's the questions. I think that's all the questions they asked and everything. So brother Auntie already post your channel. One thing. Anybody that wants to donate, you see it flash right there. Anybody that wants to donate would be greatly appreciated. Or if you don't have it, hit the like button and subscribe. Hit the like button
Yeah.
and
Hey,
subscribe.
and share.
Oh,
Share.
there it is.
Shares are worth so much more than even money sometimes. The
Yeah,
right person
yeah.
share your video, you know what I'm saying? That's everything you need.
Okay. Oh, Faith Factor said, "What are your thoughts on marriage?"
Mm. Um, be ready for it. If you're gonna do it, this goes for men and women. Just be ready for it, and it doesn't mean that you're ready, meaning you can't fail or anything like that. You have to be ready to succeed and or fail. when it comes to marriage. I think that's the biggest thing. You know what I'm saying? If you're willing to, whether you succeed, don't even worry about success or failure. You just ready to put your all into it. If you're not ready for that, marriage ain't for you. But if you're ready to go all in, and trust me, if you're ready to go all in, then chances are you're going to be able to notice that in somebody else too. I think a lot of reasons why people don't notice that somebody else may not be in it as much as they are, it's because it's not as much as they think they are. You know, when you're really, really into somebody, you'll know what their intentions are, or you'll have an idea of what their intentions are. You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. If you're ready to go all in on a relationship, chances are the other person will see that too, or a marriage. The other person will feel the same way because you're not going to go all in on a losing hand.
Yeah. I said for me, I was married for 9.5 years. And I would say this of anybody, make sure whatever you have is tight and make sure y'all work together. Now, if you have kids, that's a different story. I mean, I can say not a different story. So you got to sit down and talk about that because kids come, especially you never know the father or the mother or the father have kids, especially grown kids. So you got, they some people, I know people don't like when I hear this, but when you get married, that husband, that wife, that's your best friend. You're consoled together as one. And sometimes there are some families they fail to understand. They feel, oh yeah, when we read, no, no, no. And you already lived your life. And so because you know why? Because when I got married, ex-wife, she ain't had no kids, but she had like brothers and sisters, and they would always the family always would cause a conflict. And so it was for me, it was always like, and so that's why it's so important that you got to have that communication and you got to be on the same page. And you have to say, listen, this is my husband, or this is my wife, or you're not married, or this is my girlfriend, or this is my boyfriend. We work together. You have to understand that you introduce them to the family. And so you got to have that. You got to talk about. I know people don't like it, feel uncomfortable, but you got to have those talks because there are some family they just want to. No, they're not going to accept you. No, you cannot go here or you cannot go there. No, you have to understand that mother or that father, that person in a relationship now. So you gotta learn how to incorporate. But there's a lot of them that don't want to do that, and they cause friction and they cause sabotage and stuff. I do talk about that on my channel and everything. But and I know I weather some feathers on that. But you have to do that. That everything is not going to be the same that people think it is. It's got to be a change. It's got to be organic and it's got to be involved. Because if it's not involved, it's going to be friction. That's what I'm saying. So, y'all got to think about that. Y'all got to talk. So we got to talk about that. I'll probably talk about that in the near future. But it's very important. But that's a good question, Sister Faith Factor. That's a great question. That's a great question. If there's no more questions, oh, what type? All right, what type of woman would you settle down with, brother Auntie?
A good one, but no, a good one. But when I say that, she would have to be ambitious and self motivated enough to not need me around all the time. Doesn't mean I'm not going to be around often. Just means she can't need me to be around all of the time. And that's pretty much that's as far as I could go with that.
Gotcha.
Because my standards are pretty broad otherwise. But definitely gonna have to be self motivated and ambitious. Basically, you're gonna have to have your own stuff going on. Like you're gonna have to
Yeah.
have your own stuff going on because I know I got my own stuff going on. So you know what I'm saying? If you don't, if, you know what I'm saying, if a woman doesn't have her own stuff going on, um, yeah, it's gonna be tough. That's gonna be pretty damn tough. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with somebody, so I'm with this young lady going on almost a year and a half. So, and we have our fallouts and everything, but we still together and stuff like that. So, yeah. Matter of fact, y'all just go to my channel so you see. But but that's just another. Yeah, I just got to go see it. But again, any questions, Sister Faith Fact, or anybody else?
Now I love
'Cause
Faith, man.
she
She's
good people.
awesome.
Yeah, she good people.
Appreciate
So,
Faith as
yeah.
well as everybody else that's in your chat as well. You know what I'm saying? I see Bayou Bunny, Miss Bonnie Rose in the chat. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I love all the ladies.
Love all ladies. Yeah, I
And
love all
salute to
ladies.
the fellas too. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You have
yeah,
Brownie
definitely.
Ellie in the chat too. I saw her
Yeah.
sister Mandy. Yeah.
Yeah, Sister Nanny. Yeah. Like I said, I followed Sister Nanny for a minute. She gonna probably remember, but I followed her for a minute and stuff. Again, I'm gonna post before we end this, I'm gonna post my email that anybody that wants to do a chop up with me, reach out to me. Let me know who you are. If I know you, I'll get back in touch with you and stuff like that. Just give me a little time and everything. Anybody that wants to do a chop up and stuff like that. So, bro, thank you for your time. I really appreciate this. And I know that don't worry about last night. It happens and everything, but you bless us here today. I really appreciate that. Appreciate that. I had a good time and I learned more. I learned things about you, and I really appreciate that. And everybody else in the chat, and I thank y'all, brother Auntie, to bring your family over here. Get to know the number one grinder, and I hope you'll keep on coming. Keep on
Mhm.
coming, keep on coming, please. Be very very important
Hey,
because
I appreciate that. So and again, I apologize last night. That
don't
and I know
worry, don't worry,
he's
don't worry.
like, don't worry about it. I'm like, damn that man. We right back up. Not even, but I overslept on JT. So I'm like, man, hell nah, man. You know what I'm saying? All I did was try to catch a nap after a long week, and boom, I done woke up. This shit's over. You know what I'm saying? Streams over and shit. So my bad. But I hit him up in the middle of the night. And I'm like, yo, as soon as he hit me back, whatever, I'm gonna sit here wide awake, you know what I'm saying, next to it whenever he hit me back. And that's it, man. We rescheduling immediately. Yeah. So because that's pretty unprofessional and that's not like me. I might be late, but you know what I'm saying? I may be late, but for the most part, you know what I'm saying, that no call, no show, I don't do that. You know.
No, I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. But when then we got it going. Got it going. So we got it going. But then things sometimes things happen for a purpose. And so that's why I look at. So I'm you got Strash Patrol. Thank y'all for everything. Last remarks, brother, please.
Oh yeah. No, that hey man, I appreciate it. If there's any silver lining in what the hell I'm doing, I don't know. Hey, maybe I don't know if the shit's gonna work, but we're gonna keep doing it. It seems to be working up to this point. So we're gonna keep on, doing what we're doing, and we're gonna try to find more innovative new ways to deliver it, and network and work with whoever. We're not, we're not going to have growth and progress by being like everybody else. At some point, you're going to have to be unique. You're going to have to do something different. You're going to have to be yourself. So I just want people to know that. Me and JT kind of share similar viewpoints with that. I'm not trying to fit in. Not.
No.
I'm not
Yeah.
necessarily trying to fit out neither. I'm not trying to step on no hierarchy or none of that other stuff. But as far as fitting in, I think I'll live. I'll live. I'll be all right. Like regardless.
Yeah, I say for me, people say, "What you?" I'm independent. I be here, I be here, be there, and everything. At the same time, trying to broaden out my.
But yeah, I mean, look, the contrary talking points, all of these things, and shout out to everybody that came in your chat because for the most part, either they're gonna have most of them will hit panels and they will state whatever. You know what I'm saying? They will have the conversation with whoever, or the roast session, or the drag, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Yeah.
that's everybody I've seen in your chat for the most part. Faith ain't playing. She said, "What type of woman would you settle down with?"
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry, she had already asked that. I'm looking at old comments. But nah, man, like nah, for the most part, let's just come out here and have fun. Like I said, I'm not trying to go along to get along or be on everybody's side or have a bunch of friends or any of that stuff. Like I've been there. You know what I'm saying? I help multi-million-dollar companies rebrand. You know what I'm saying? Rebrand and break into algorithms for a living. So, you know what I'm saying? If I lose a couple of subscribers on YouTube, I appreciate all of you. But if I lose a couple, I'll be all right. You know, I'll be all right. So I'm not. It makes me no difference if that shit upsets the status quo because I believe the competition, just the basic debate, just our own energy and our talents and our gifts are what's going to be able to carry us. But at some point, the reason why some get pushed is because they don't even get into the same arena as everybody else. When you put everybody, together and we all got the title of content creator, who's going to end up on top? In order to find out, you got to put them all together. Like, in order to find out who's going to win the Super Bowl, you got to have a tournament first to
Yeah,
get to
talk
the
for sure.
you know what I'm saying? You got to have, hey, the best of the best of the best here. Everybody's got to do their thing, and whoever's last man standing wins. Then you got a runner
Yeah.
up, and you got everything else. You know what I'm saying? And even the teams that don't win or the players that don't win still get some notoriety for going deep. You know, you still get some notoriety for going deep, maybe even a little prize. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
see,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that's
Maybe
true.
you might even make some money for getting fourth, fifth, sixth. You know what I'm saying? Honorable mention, some name recognition. I'm just saying you can't be scared of the confrontation or the conversation.
No, you can't.
But in order to be able to excel and stick out and actually put a spotlight on yourself, hey, you're gonna have to be able to communicate too.
I said for me, um, is this that go along with you saying. I said for me, I'm on because only I can speak for number one grinder. That I'm always going to be within the mix. It doesn't make a difference. I'm not running. You know what I'm saying? I had people say, "Oh, you should." Nah, I'm not running. I show my face. And that's the what key is too. You gotta show your face. You gotta put yourself out there. Hey, I ain't gonna hit the top all the time, but trust and believe the grind is gonna be right there. You gonna know my presence. Believe that. Now I don't care who it is. You're gonna know my presence. And so, Dudley Under, how you doing? First time I seen you. But Sister Nanny, thank you every day. Oh yeah, I put my email out there. So Sister Nanny, Faith Factor, anybody that wants me to do a chop up, you want to come in and do a chop up, go through my channel and find out what it is and everything, get to know me and everything, and because I want you to ask me questions, anybody and stuff like this. You see, oh yeah, Sister Faith said great chop up. Thank you, appreciate that. Much respect on that. Much respect. God, share this out. Share this out. If you don't have nothing to donate, share this out. It's free. Just share it out and drop some comments, please. Drop some comments. We want to see some comments. Sometimes I know Auntie he checks comments.
Hmm. Yeah.
He checks comments.
Yeah, leave a comment afterwards, but also, I mean, look, that's what you need. I mean, there's always supposed to be a suggestion box. Just about every company nowadays they have that. If you go to their website or you find anything, it's going to ask you to rate your experience. They're going to take a poll because they're finding out how they can better serve you and assist you. So that's pretty much our comment thread. That's our, anything, any engagement that we can actually read and chart on our analytics. That's how we get better. You know, that's how we get better. You know what I'm saying? And we don't have to necessarily change our message to make you happy, but we can
Right.
damn sure change either our delivery methods or our engagement, or whatever the case may be. So, I know for the most part, you know, Cash App, Super Chats, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? It helps things to go. I wouldn't be able to spend as much time on here as I do without that. But at the same time, you know, those shares have helped me to do more than anything. Just those shares and them whispers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because without that, wouldn't nobody come watch me. You know? So I appreciate that right there. So, you know what I'm saying? I tell people, you know what I'm saying, that share is worth so much more than money.
Yeah. And let me make my last remarks here. I just want to thank you, brother. Keep on doing what you gotta do. You have my full support on this side, and wherever you want to come over here, let me know. You're more than welcome, and whatever you do, I really support it. And then we need, I know some people gonna act like, but we need you. We need you with the space, and hopefully one day that people will change and see to do the right thing. I'm not saying that the space had to be perfect. No, it ain't have to be perfect, but we should do better. We should also try to get money
Well,
together.
well, look, I'm gonna say this on the way out. If people don't
Yeah,
want to swim with the tide or
right.
current, then let them get washed away. Like I
That's
don't
true.
see what
Yeah,
the hell the
yeah.
problem is.
Right.
That's the only issue that I see. Is that people are kind of being forced into supporting the only thing that seems to be on. Most of the time, that's what I hear. I didn't even know you had a channel. I didn't even know, because it's not coming up in the damn algorithm. It's
Yeah.
not being recommended in feed. And it's more than just hashtags and ads and titles and stuff like that. It's way more than that. So, you know, you guys have the power to push each other through that
Yeah,
algorithm.
well, you know what, brother Auntie, you're not the first one to tell me that because it was another person. Not many. I'm not saying you, but quite a few people didn't even know I had a channel. I'm talking about people. What? I never. Y'all been had a channel. I've been doing this for a minute. Yeah, that's how I be. That's why I be talking. People listen. See what he said. He ain't know I had a channel, but I still,
I
but
mean,
I still do
that's what
my
most
business.
people are going to say because you're not coming up anybody's recommended feed. So, that's the game. I just try to tell people, hey, you hit me up, I'll let you know the game. It is what it is. If they're not going to push you into the recommended feed, you got to push yourself.
Yeah,
Force your way in. Like I'm just being honest. You got to do that.
you gotta do that, right?
You
Mm-hmm.
got to do that. So the only thing that's gonna supersede whether or not the algorithm quote unquote chooses you, and sends you to the right person is you gonna have to raise your engagement. Sometimes you got to get on the ground and you gotta
Yeah,
build it. You gotta build it. You gotta make them come. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And even if you can't put on the best show or whatever, it's hey, you're human. You know what I'm saying? It happens. But at some point, you're gonna have to. There's a reason why some of these shows you watch them, they suck. But there's a reason why you watch them. It's because of all the commercials that build up. You know what I'm saying? That build up to that. Oh, it's a new season. That series looks like it's gonna be good. Same with movies. They got all these trailers and stuff. You thought it was gonna be good, but the movie sucked. And sometimes you see the trailer or whatever, and the movie is better than what you thought it was going to be. You know? So the point is, they got you to watch it because of the buildup. So at some point,
yeah.
man, understand that that's going to be a big part of your marketing when you're talking about entertainment. You know what I'm saying? It's just the buildup. You know?
Well, and let me say this, brother, and that's a great question. That's a great point you made before we cause out. You gotta make it happen for yourself. You cannot. Nobody cannot hold your hand. And so, for me, I learned from my mistakes. Yeah, but that's why I say I'm the number one grinder because I'm a push. It doesn't make a difference. That algorithm going to be in my face one day. So I got to keep on pushing it. So my advice to other people that don't need what brother NT is saying, what we're saying, if they ain't pushing it, you gotta do it for yourself. So that means that's why like one of the reasons I grind. That's why whatever it is, I grind. I see, look at this, okay, no problem. I got something out there. I grind because I'm knocking on that rock. That rock is going to crash one way or the other. And when I grind it through that rock, Ain't nothing to stop me. So my advice is you gotta keep on hitting that rock. And that's what I'm gonna do. That anteroom, I'm gonna keep on hitting that anteroom rock. You're gonna pop the anteroom rock, you're gonna crack. One way or the other, you're gonna crack. And then when I crack, it's done after that. So, but you gotta keep on hitting it. Gotta keep on hitting it. So, on behalf of my channel, the underrated darkness, yours truly, the #1 grinder, one of the best kept secrets on social media, best of the business. I've been doing it for a long time. Respect my existence and put some respect on Brother NT right here. We just finished doing a powerful chop up with Brother NT, and share this out. Put this in an aneurism. It's very, very important because people were saying that us as black people cannot get along. We cannot coexist. There are two brothers right here can coexist. So stop listening to that bullshit too. Oh, black men don't get along with black women. Look over here, right here. It's proven. Even Brother NT's side, it's proven. Stop listening to these knuckleheads because they're going to take you to a certain place that you cannot get out. So it does work. We do coexist. It's proved right here. It proves right here. Enough said. On behalf of my channel, have a blessed day. Be good to each other. And just remember, I'm going to tell you this. You can talk all you want. You can say all you want. If you don't improve, we do not improve ourselves, us as a people. If we do not help the ones that sorely need it, if we don't advocate for ourselves as a people, we're still going to be this. Thank you. So we better understand this. We in this. And only is going to be the real going to be coming through here. So it doesn't mean that the real has to be up top. The real could be right here, like right here. If you're not willing to grind, if you're not willing to advocate and fight for our rights as a people, this is not the place for you. I'm going to tell any black man, any black woman, this is not the place for you. Marvelous. Stay your stinky ass right over there. I mean it. But I want to thank y'all so much, Sister Nate. Thank you, everybody. Did I miss y'all? I'm sorry. Thank you, everybody here. Get on with your day. Stay blessed. Until next time, this one is Ghost. Oh, let me put my email one more time. No. Hold on. I'm gonna share Brother NT thing. Let me share it. I'm gonna share his thing again. That's Brother NT. That's his channel, and I'm gonna put my email in again. It's further up. I know you can't catch it. So anybody that wants to do a chop up with me, reach out to me. Let me know who you are. If, like I said, if I know you, I do. If I don't know you, got to get to know you. All right. So make sure this go through. Thank you. So anytime. So again, stay blessed. Good evening. Good afternoon. This one is Ghost.